Welcome to December, air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, this is your reading. And I hope November treated you well. Now with Earth and Fire, these are very different energies from yours. While you have some similarities with it, it is the opposite energy for you on the zodiac wheel. So this energy might push you, but who knows? It pushed water too, and I just recorded those and guess what? They were great. So I think yours will be great too. I'm excited to see what this combination of Sagittarius and Capricorn season in December holds for you. And make sure to watch to the end of your specific reading because I pull an oracle card to help you align even more with the energy rather than just the tarot. And I'm also at the very end of the video going to be putting some important astrological transits, so make sure to check out the very end so that you don't miss out on all the info, all the energy to get you the best December yet. And now let's start with Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, interesting energy. I think this is a month to take back your power, to take back your energy, to reclaim your personal power. We have started out here a little bit of excuses. Aquarius, bit of a call it card. Where have you been making excuses recently? Where have you been blaming your circumstances, blaming the outside world, and not taking action because of it? Because while these excuses may feel very real and while, they may be valid, it's saying that if you just took the action anyways, they're not actually there. There's no one standing around keeping you there. It's just this perception of swords, this perception of being trapped. But you can move forwards, and look at this. When you take back that power, when you see yourself saying, excuse, and you grab that power and you take it back and you say, I'm going to do it anyways, we have this forward momentum starting, that clarity, that concisiveness, that voice. It's saying, you know what? No, I'm going to take action. I'm going to go for it anyways. There's a little bit of energy here of asking your worth, demanding your worth, saying, I am not getting enough from this situation. Pay up. I'm not getting enough from this situation. Act. You better start acting better. It's saying that recently you've been putting a lot of energy into something and feeling like you haven't been getting the return. And it's saying it is possible. It is possible for you to get the return. It's not something you have to cut out. It's just you have to say, hey, I expect more. I need more. I deserve more. And that's going to be part of this taking your power back. This is not a surrender time. This is not a time to sit back and rest and trust. This is a month to take action. We've reversed the surrender card here. It's time to make moves, to go for it, to make things happen. And then we also have the Two of Swords here saying it is time to make decisions, and we're blocking out the outside noise. We're not listening. We're not looking at other people's opinions, and you're making it on your own. Trust your gut this month. You are making moves. You are demanding your worth, and you are making decisions based on your heart, based on your intuition. And when all of this happens, major sword energy, connecting with that air, and you are an air sign after all, Aquarius, so connecting to your true Aquarius nature as we set you up for Aquarius season coming just next month. All of this is going to bring so much abundance, stating your worth, putting yourself out there, making these decisions, taking action. We have that 10 out of 10. We go from this 7 of Pentacles to this 10 of Pentacles, that step up, that worth. You're saying, hey, I deserve more, and you ask for it, and look, it is given. Sometimes you might have to stand in that boundary. You might have to ask a few times, but it is possible. It will be called in if you stand up for it. And once that happens, it is going to shift your energy majorly, because then we have the Knight of Wands, falling in love with the mundane aspects of your life, falling in love with the day-to-day, falling in love with the security, that energetic, that financial, whatever it is that you ask for more of, falling in love with that security it brings you, and making it so that your day-to-day gets to be a lot more romantic, a lot more flowy, a lot more like, oh, I love this life, falling in love with that mundane. Then we have the Empress card, falling in love with your energy, feeling in flow with your energy, like, yep, I'm good, I can flow. I was taking action, and now I can flow through this action. I can flow through the structure I've created myself. And then the Star saying, you're the star of your own show. Let that light shine bright. Be main character energy. Embrace that main character energy and just go for it. There's the cutest little squirrel outside the window. Put yourself first. You're allowed to be a little bit selfish because guess what? We're embodying this Queen of Swords energy. Someone who puts their voice out there, puts their intentions out there, puts those intentions out there and knows that they will receive them. And that is what gets to come back from this. It's reclaiming that energy and knowing that then when you ask for something, it gets to happen, that you get to shape your own reality, that you get to dictate the energy of your life. And now the Oracle card we pulled is the Mouse card. I know the Mouse card is all about being a little timid, but there's 78 cards and I don't have them all memorized because they're very, very, very exact. So let's look and see what this mouse holds for you. This is detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. This is the energy I feel for you before you start to reclaim it. It says the mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its day fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have limited and fearful vision of life. Very first card we pulled. And try to control every detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project and delve into one. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into. One that's worthy of your exacting eye. This is where you're taking action and you're saying, I deserve more. This isn't what I deserve, right? When in balance, you're organized, resourceful, and prepared. When out of balance, you're busy with no purpose. So we are taking action, but what this card is reminding you that it's intentional action that you're taking and to bring into balance a meaningful project. All right, that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. I hope you enjoy. I hope that you really claim that power back. I'm excited to see you shine, and I will talk to you in the new year in 2025. And now let's move on to Geminis. Okay, happy December, my fellow Geminis. Geminis just like me. I know last month we had a very positive reading. It was very exciting to see this opening of energy, and I don't know about you, but I definitely did feel it. I felt some low lows, but I felt like it was the first time I felt coming back to myself. I'll put my witchy autumn vlog here for you to watch because that moment I really captured there. And now we have a big month ahead of us. 7 out of 10 major arcana cards. If you don't know what that means, it's basically that major arcana, they are the cards you recognize, like the moon, the star, the empress, those sorts of cards, but they only make up about 28% of the deck. So when you pull them as 50% or more of your reading, that is statistically unlikely, and therefore it's the universe, your guides saying, hey, knock, 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 hey, pay attention to me. There's big energy here, there's change, there's shifts, there's things you need to be paying attention to with the energy of this month. And you didn't just pull 50%, you pulled 70. 7 out of 10 cards, major arcana for us this month, Geminis, and whew, that's a lot of energy, but I'm excited. I feel like it's really good. I feel like this is the part where we're like pulling the string back on a bow to fly forwards. So let's dive into it and see what this holds. We have the moon card right away. So you know what? There's some things we have been avoiding up in the little old noggin. There are some things in that subconscious mind that you've been pushing down, some desires that you haven't been admitting to yourself, or you just have sort of been avoiding that subconscious mind a bit, and it's time to allow these things to come out. I do think they are lighter things rather than darker things. They're like admitting what we want again, admitting what it is that you want for your next chapter. It's aligning with that next chapter, getting excited about like fun things again, exciting things. There's this inner child work that can be done if you're having a hard time tapping into what you want next. It's like, okay, let's get excited about life again. Let's get excited about this next chapter rather than sitting in this uncomfy feeling, because when you can start to tap into that joy, into that inner child, into that excitement about the next chapter, we have the Magician card being like, you could literally manifest anything you want. Once you tap into that joy and excitement again, you become this like big magnetic beam where you're like, I have all the tools, I can make it happen, I just need to call it in. However, there's two sides to this coin, right? There's like that excitement in admitting what you want, and also sort of like reassessing where you are. I feel like a lot of us Geminis are not exactly where we thought we would be right now. Like if you'd asked us 6 months ago, a year ago, whatever, oh, where are you going to be in a year? this would not necessarily be it. So with this excitement also comes this moment of reflection, like where is it that I want to go next? Has my path changed? And if so, that's okay. And then we have this meeting together. I really see this in the manifesting sense of like you making this deal. It's like you're signing a contract with the universe when you're manifesting and you're like, all right, figured it out. That's what I want. Signed and delivered. And all of a sudden, I think things are going to start falling in December. We have the star feeling like the main character, feeling like the star of the show, feeling good, feeling like main character energy. You feel focused, especially focused on this next big step. So really, when you're reflecting and you're deciding what you want, what is it? There's a big step here. This is a big next step. This could be on that like conveyor belt, you know, like school, job, house, marriage, or it can be like what you want. So like, what is that next big step that you're waiting to be given the key? For me, I think it's definitely moving. I think there's definitely like a step up, even with this sort of thing. And so that's the key I'm focused on. That's the key I'm asking for. And it's like focused. That is my focus. I am taking intentional action. I'm calling it in. I am getting excited about this thing because I know it's going to happen. And while it might start to trickle in and these things you're manifesting might start to come in this month, we do have the reversed justice card. So this is saying this is the work you're putting in to pull back that string, to put the scales down one way so that all of a sudden it can go back, so it can have that payoff, have that fly. And it's sort of, once again, rather than looking back to the past with disappointment, there'll be just this natural energy here of looking towards the future with so much excitement and realizing that this is exactly where you were meant to be. Everything was like setting up and aligning to set you up for this perfect opportunity, for this perfect space, and it's time for you to fly with it in the new year. I'm really excited to see what the new year holds after all of this is saying, yep, that last bit of karmic pullback is happening so that you can say goodbye 2024, you weren't the best, on to 2025 where I'm going to fly and this karma is paid back. And the oracle card we have here is the dragonfly. Whoops, it's trying to fly away. It's going. The dragonfly. Now I'm going to bring it up in the book because there's like 78 cards in the animal oracle deck, and that's a lot for me to memorize because they're very specific. So let me find the dragonfly here and tell you all about how you can align your specific energy this month and how it will feel. We have the dragonfly. It's the master of light, illusion, and the mind. Illusion and the mind. This is so magician coded. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still? Dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. The light of what we want. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful and magical. Literally sees clearly is what I was talking about with the moon. Then we have joyful with that inner child card, and then magical with the magician. How funny is that? I hadn't looked at this yet. And when you're out of balance, you'll feel like you can't concentrate, like you have a very busy mind. And to bring back into balance, just take a little bit, focus on a breath, maybe go for a walk and feel that air in your lungs. Return to the breath, return to that clarity, return to that air element. All right, Geminis, let's go. Let's go get what we want. I'm excited, and I'll see you in the new year. Good luck with everything. Okay, let's move on to Libras. Hello, Libras. Happy December. I hope that November treated you well and that you had a nice month. This is very interesting what you have in store here. I think we might just jump right in, make today's a little short and sweet. I did pull you an extra card. So I pulled you the Oracle card, but I also pulled you an extra tarot card. So you do have 11 tarot cards here. Even so, you have 7 major arcana. This is big, big, big energy. I think Capricorn season, a lot of people have been pulling a lot of major arcana, especially the air and earth signs actually, which is interesting. I don't know why that would be, But it's very interesting for you to have 7 because it just means it's a big month. If you're new here, 7 major arcana, that's statistically unlikely. I even pointed out at 5, so 7 is a lot. So it just means there's a lot of energy in the air to work with. There's a lot of potential for change, and you're really being called to listen to the message today and take it seriously because it can really, really help. And so let's just dive right in. Sometimes in this major arcana like this, it's very short and sweet. So there's a little bit of defensiveness that you've been feeling. I feel like you made a decision. We did pull this 8 of Cups here, and I do feel like you've made this decision. Maybe some of you have acted on it and been like, yep, it's time to make this decision. And some of you still know you've got to, but with the 8 of Cups, it's like there's something that's stagnated. There's something that's not working, and you know you need to leave it behind to go find more. And some of you have, and some of you still need to, but around this thing, there is some defensiveness of why you did it, or defensiveness of why it's not so bad and you don't really need to leave it behind. But it's saying that this is the right call for you by leaving this behind, and you may have already done it, like I said. It's opening up new ways forwards. I have you as the star of your own show here. We have the star card, feeling that main character energy. It's finally going to align you for you to feel important again, for you to feel like you're putting yourself first again. There is this energy, and I think there's 2 things. I think there's some of you have to like leave a person or a person's opinions behind and be like, all right, it's time to cut this out. I can't be taking you seriously anymore. I can't be filtering your thoughts into mine because it's not good for me. It's not helping me in any way. And then for some of you, this is saying that with this new energy, when you let this wall down, it's going to be a yes, it's going to work out. I see really bright things coming towards you. These are opportunities, saying yes, doors opening, luck, being in the right time at the right place. And this is agreements, this is connection. So I feel like you're defensive that it might not work out, but it's saying, yep, the payoff is coming. And for those of you who haven't made the decision yet, it's like this payoff is still there, but it's time to make that decision. If you put it off, like, you are going to miss things. Time is inevitable. That doesn't mean you won't get great opportunities later, but it does mean the ones that have been aligning for you to fill this space once you let something go, they are going to miss you. They are going to pass you by right now, and it might take a little bit longer to get to them. So what is it that you want to make space for, and what is it that you need to let go? It's time. And if you've had that already, it's time to be open and not be defensive of, I know it's okay if it doesn't happen. No, it's happening. Be open. Tell people that you want it. This is not a time to reassess your goals. This is not a time to slow down. This is not a time to change the path. This is a time to stay committed. Your karma is being paid out. There are things that are meant for you. There are things that have been aligning for you. And as long as you allow yourself to stay on this path, there's this huge karmic payoff. The scales are balancing, and that's extra powerful with you, Libra, because you are the scales. This is something saying, although you may have wished you did it sooner, it's okay. This was the exact right time. It's saying like, it's not that deep. Literally the reverse devil card is like, it's not that deep. Allow the time right now to be what it is. The only time these are going to turn around and you really will have missed something and it really was that deep is if you don't allow that thing to fall away and the new space to be filled. And when it does, there is this feeling of love and passion and fire, and like finally your life is lighting up again. And also this whole feeling within your soul, feeling aligned with your soul, feeling aligned spiritually, aligned with love. It's like almost like this big awakening of, wow, there was darkness, but now I see this light and I'm heading towards it. And it's beautiful, and I feel so excited. There's this excitement in the air for you, Libras, but you need to stay committed, and you need to allow this thing to be cut out or fall away. You need to allow new space to be available. And now let's look at your oracle card. We pulled the bat. We have that dark and that light. I don't have them all memorized, so let me just pull this up, and we will see. There's like 78 animal cards, and they're very specific, so I don't have them memorized, but this is about darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. That's so what I feel here. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In darkness, wasn't I just saying darkness? This is so funny. I didn't read this beforehand. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. This is exactly what I was saying. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. You're moving towards that light. When in balance, you accept, you adapt, and you adjust. And when you're out of balance this month, you'll refuse to let go and you'll reminisce and you'll make excuses. And then to bring into balance, it says watch the sunrise. Get into those in-between spaces. Prepare yourself for that energetic shift. All right, Libras, good luck this month. I'm excited to see what happens for you. Excited to see this shift in the air for you. And that's all I've got. Have an amazing December. And now for all the air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, let's look at the astrological transits that are important for your signs, but also for the readings today. December 15th holds a Gemini full moon, so I think that's important obviously for Geminis, but all air signs. This is an amazing moon to be grateful and to express that last manifestation before surrender, sitting in the vibe, calling it in, and then trusting that it's coming from the universe's side. So all of you, I would love it if you could align with this Gemini full moon and do a little ritual. We have Venus entering Aquarius on December 7th, and this is all about exploring your relationship with yourself. It's like putting yourself out there, trying things new, trying new styles, and really reconnecting to you and your identity and like your power. I think this is really powerful for Aquarius, especially with the reading, but I think it could resonate with all air signs as well. And when Venus enters Aquarius, this isn't just on that day, that's going to be for the next little while, for the rest of the month until it changes again. And just all air signs in general, on December 15th, same day as the new moon, we have Mercury going direct, leaving retrograde, which is so helpful for air signs because it helps the mind clear, it helps communication to become clear, it helps our energy feel like it's moving forwards again. So those are the 3 astrological transits I think are really important for you to align with, for you to be aware of. If you want to know more about them or about any others, I'm going to put the link in the description down below. But I have a podcast with 2 beautiful spiritual workers and friends of mine called Divine Gossip Girls, and we go over every month the monthly forecast of what's going on in the sky. We do a mini ritual and help you align with it. So if that sounds like something you want, if you want to really make the most of December, thank you for watching this reading and go check out more with the podcast. But I love ya. I hope you have a great, 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 great December. And I will see you in the new year for 2025. All right. Bye.